How's my hair looking?
Welcome everybody. We are Sune and
Constantine,
from Faraday Motion.
it's been a while since we talked. We've had customers and potential customers and in general community managers who were asking us questions because they were confused about a lot of stuff that happened. And because we are on a very tight schedule with all of our plans, we decided to make a video update. Yeah, we'll try to answer some questions that we have from all of you, from several of you. And yeah, let's just get started, right?
Let's get started.
Cool. So the first question is, what happened in the past 4 months, 4.5 months? So you want to take the lead?
Yeah, so a lot of work. We got accepted into Startup Bootcamp Accelerator here in Berlin, moved to Berlin, and a lot of all this, things going on when you're moving from one country to another.
Yeah.
But besides all this, of course, being part of this program is a lot of work and a lot of meetings and a lot of stuff. And us having to look much more into the business side of things rather than all the fun stuff that we usually would like to do, like developing cool technology, etc.
True.
So we have been working a lot of stuff on a lot of stuff there, but it makes us ready to take things to the next level, I think.
Yes. So this is actually what we're focusing on right now, because it's like it's 6 p.m. in the evening. We're still in the office, and yeah, we're working on getting everything straight so we can go and do some fundraising, so that we can take the product to the manufacturing and we can bring it to the market and to you guys and so on. And we're gonna get into much more details once we get through the questions, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So the next question is like, why is the website so confusing? And yeah, I think we are to be blamed on this one. We have to take full responsibility on this one. The website hasn't been properly updated in a long time. All we were doing was these quick fixes, so changing the landing page or changing the home page or changing some text somewhere in small pieces, but we never took an overall big picture thing. And we don't exactly know what sometimes we don't even know that we still have, like, I look through the analytics and I feel like, whoa, this page is still active. I should definitely go and kill it or redirect it to something else.
So we don't have a lot of resources, obviously, and sometimes, we have stuff in a lot of places and you don't get to update everything, so some links are broken and we link to a forum that we didn't have anymore or we don't have anymore, and stuff like that. And it is, of course, it's difficult for us to be everywhere, part of the program, running the business, serving customers, also communicating everything and being on all the platforms that we are out there and then getting everything aligned. And getting everything aligned is also very difficult when you are all the time, basically from a day-to-day, changing direction, right? It's, we have been not really clear about where we're going and how we're going to do it and how should we communicate it.
Yeah, there was a period where there were changes, like on a weekly basis, sometimes even a day basis, where you were like, okay, everything that we talked and planned for, like for the next month or something, needs to be altered again because something else came up. But on the good side is that there's a ticket in our task manager that has to do with the refactoring or restructuring of the website, because we're not going to do any crazy features of it, but we will try to strip out the information that is old, and we're going to put everything in place. What is important for you guys to understand is that the main page is sort of summarizing everything. The Hyperboard is coming out. Go subscribe and invite your friends to subscribe, because you're going to get up to 70% off when we launch the board, and
it's so cool.
Many good things are going to come up. And you also get updates, by the way, because we're doing this monthly update now on our blog. So you will be getting newsletters of all these kind of new cool updates. And check out the other one where Sune is building a handheld controller with cardboard. I'll let you click through and find it. So let's move to the next question. What happened to the official forum? You touched upon it a little bit.
Yeah, so we had a discussion about how should we engage the best way with our customers and people who are interested in building the spine or the Hyperboard and showing off what they did and all this. And it started out with this simple approach with a WordPress plugin as a forum. I like this easy approach to this. Costel, he hated
I didn't
forum
quite
and
like
also
it.
the WordPress thing. But
Yeah.
And then basically on a weekend of my absence, Constantine and some of the other guys, they actually made a hackathon where the outcome was a what we call makerspace.
Yes.
And
it's been in beta since then.
yeah, and we
Just to
tried it
note.
out, and this is
Yeah.
a simple collaboration tool that we have. Currently, not a lot of people are using it still, and some people are missing the forum. So, I think we're going to do some changes there, right?
Yeah.
That's at least planned.
So what we did is we realized that the makerspace has a good concept. We've had people who were very excited about it, but at the same time, it's not a forum. It's not a discussion platform. And we see that many of you guys are messaging us either through Facebook or through our personal or the company emails and so on. And we want to take it to the community so everybody can see.
Especially the questions and the things that are coming up, like
Yeah.
technical stuff, or actually a lot of our customers are sending a lot of cool things what they're building, right?
True.
And we want to share that. They shouldn't keep it just a secret and
Yeah.
send it to us in private. We want everybody to see what the cool stuff is going on.
And to fix that, we were gonna re-enable a forum. It's most likely gonna be on the makerspace or another subdomain, and yeah, we will be starting off the communication there.
Yeah.
Basically, that's it.
So reverting a little bit back to a forum,
Yeah.
blending out the makerspace, or at least focusing a little bit more on the forum again, and then later we're going to do a very cool version of collaboration tool that
Yes.
it's probably going to be named something else than the makerspace, but we will get more into that
True.
some later updates.
True. We want our community to engage. So we want to engage with you guys, and we want you guys to engage with each other, and so on.
Join us.
Yes. So the next question would be, we kind of touched on the story of the makerspace, so we kind of discussed it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I think we can move on to the other question, and that is, why are there no new videos on YouTube? Guys, we miss YouTube. We miss our GoPros. We miss driving the board so much. The reason is simple.
overhead of work combined with no guys really just focusing on doing video.
Yeah.
In Copenhagen, we took that on ourselves. Plus, also we had Nicholas, who was doing all
Yeah.
the video stuff.
We miss you, Nick.
fantastic, cool. Yeah, miss you.
Dude.
But now we don't have anybody right now. So if you know somebody in and around Berlin, or even remote, could help us with some of this stuff. We have a lot of material, so it will be cool to do it in this way. But in the future, it will be more of a normal procedure again to do regular updates. But like I said, we have really been working a lot the past
True.
past period, so
Yeah.
not so much
So
time
we're
to
not killing our
anymore.
YouTube channel. We still are very enthusiastic about it. That's why we're actually filming the video. So stay tuned. More stuff is gonna come up.
Yeah,
and,
great stuff.
Yeah, we
stuff.
have actually some cool things that we should show off. And okay, I'll stop doing.
Yeah,
that. Next one. Can I start building the Hyperboard? This was one of the main questions that people like. Once their first time they see the website or they see our files on Thingiverse or somewhere,
Yeah.
this is what they ask. And what do you usually tell them? Because they usually get to you.
All the time I've been saying, don't build a hyperboard because it's not ready yet. Build the spine, and then
Yeah.
we're going to make you upgrade from the spine to the hyperboard. This
Sure.
has been the message until now.
Mm-hmm.
But the truth is, the new hyperboard is probably not going to be compatible with the old one. And I have to say the reason why it is like it is because the hyperboard in the current form, it's too complicated and it's too many small thinkling, dingling builds and whatever. And it's actually just too much work,
Sure.
too hard to build it, basically. There's a few geeks out there who would probably be able to do it, but
There are actually the guys in
and there are some
North
people
Korea.
who did
No,
it.
sorry,
yeah,
in South Korea.
True.
Yeah.
But it's just too difficult. So
Yeah.
we would say people can build the current hyperboard, and we might be releasing a little bit more than we have right now for actually building that version of the hyperboard. But the major headache with this whole hyperboard thing
Mm-hmm.
is actually that, and the reason why we're not really continuing with it is that we are depending on Honda Motion, which is an American company making the boards that we have as a foundation. They're actually not really producing the boards anymore.
Yeah.
And of course then everything basically falls apart because without the board there's not really the hyperboard as all the parts on Thingiverse and all the stuff, and then yeah, it's we don't have the foundation for actually building the hyperboard, and this is why we're moving a little bit in a different direction now.
Yeah. So, and this should not make you sad at all, because the Hyperboard, the new Hyperboard is still going to be 3D printable. It's still going to come out in two versions, as a consumer version, which is going to be an assembled one, and a community version, which is going to come out in some sort of a kit form, where you will be able to actually build it and 3D print parts for it and write the code if you want for it, and so on and so on. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. It's really exciting. We're doing some really cool stuff. You wanted to say something?
Yeah, so, but I just want to also say that people who have a spine, who actually want the current version of the Hyperboard, I think everybody that really wants this, let's talk, just to get involved with us, and we will help you get this upgraded. If you want to trick out your current spine with 2 motors or other stuff like this, we can actually also help you to get this working. But like I said, we are moving a little bit in this other direction now,
Sure.
so but we don't want to let the customers down, and if you feel that the new product we're coming out with is so much cool that you just simply want it, we will give you either a special discount price, or you can actually trade in your old spine and we will make you a special deal for that one.
True, guys. It's because of you that we are here. It's those guys who bought the initial spine kits or the spines assembled. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have been courageous enough to actually go and do it full time and move to Berlin and so on. So we're not gonna forget about you. We understand that this link breaking change might affect you, but we're gonna try to do as much as we can to like I don't know, give back to you, I guess. Yeah.
But how would it feel if you got some of these hand-built things back in your hands? How would it feel? Because you actually shipped and soldered and built a whole lot of these guys.
Yeah, I was the guy who actually put his signature on the first 10 spines that were shipped. We assembled them together, we printed them together and so on, but I was the one that sealed the boxes, and I'm very proud of it. So yeah, on your question, it's like freaking cool to have I'm still gonna hold on to my spine. I'm not gonna repair it, I'm not gonna do anything, and I've been like really testing it because it's a piece of history, at least for me. And I think for many of you guys, it's also going to be something that you can hand on, and it's really going to be easy after you put so much time and work into building it and tweaking it. And yeah, we have a lot of guys who are making a lot of cool stuff. So the next question, about the building, because we said like if there are a lot of people who want to build, they're asking if the electronics are on the web shop for the Hyperboard.
Yeah.
Are they?
Actually, not really. So we have been experimenting a little bit with this Node MCU thing, and there was some issues about lights and other things making that work at the same time, and the Hyperboard is supposed to be with the fancy features, but with some of the electronics that we tested out, it didn't work. So I don't know exactly what we're going to do there, but we're probably going to do some quick fixing so that at least something will be working. We will have to see what the solution exactly will be, but for now I recommend everybody who's super crazy about the old Hyperboard either to start with the spine and then see when we will do these last changes so that you can actually build the old one, or just reach out for us and let's start the conversation.
True. We're here to support you guys.
Yeah. Get moving at faradaymotion.com or social media channels.
Yeah.
YouTube / Faraday Motion.
Yeah. Facebook
/ Faraday Motion.
Twitter / Faraday Motion. You know them, guys. All right. Next one. When will the Hyperboard actually be launched? The new one. That's a question we also like see quite often.
And we understand because actually I think now it's almost 2 years ago since I showed the very first prototype part of the Hyperboard. So I have to say, it took me some time to build a team. So before it was just me tinkering around, but now I have a team. Things are looking different. But one of the reasons why we haven't been releasing anything yet is of course because of making sure that the quality and the standards are to the level that we want it to be. So these are some of the things that we're looking into now. And also we want to make a truly amazing product.
Yes.
So what we call at least a 10x, so 10 times better than everything else that is out there. And of course, we also don't want to disappoint the first backers on the campaign. Yeah. So we don't want to delay the whole procedure of delivering boards too late, 6 months or whatever that we see in other campaigns. So we're trying to make some of all this stuff now, and then take a little bit later to put the product into manufacturing. But once it's there, we're gonna get there. Yeah. So one thing I wanted to still add is that Martin right now, he's actually working on iterating. He's actually iterating the design of the Hyperboard a little bit. He's gonna make it. I can't tell too much without Suno looking at me too hard. But he's gonna work on making it sleeker, slimmer, lighter, much more comfortable in driving. And I think I'm hitting the danger zone here, so I'll stop. But actually, Konstantin, everything he's speaking about is actually he did a field survey for both customers and people in the street and all that kind of stuff. And actually, the feedback we got from that was the direction we're taking now and implementing it in the product. And I think this is it's not just one product, but it's different directions, and all the learnings from this interview, all this work you did, it's taking into this product and these products, and I think it's going to be really cool.
Yeah, and one more thing, you touched upon something like a campaign, you said. I don't think everybody knows yet, but yeah, the bombshell is that yes, we will be launching the Hyperboard through a crowdfunding campaign.
Yeah.
The initial question was like, when is it going to be launched? We don't have a date yet. We have a period of where we want it to be. It's going to be happening soon. It's definitely going to be the beginning of this year. But yeah, stay tuned. As soon as said, we have to fix some manufacturing. Martin has to fix some design iterations. We need to do some benchmark testing and all that stuff. And then when we're sure that we can deliver, we're gonna let you guys know. And everybody who subscribed is gonna be the first one to find out when the launch is coming out.
And
we will
fucking discount.
Yes, it is gonna be the best discount. All right, what's next?
Yeah, that was I think already answered. It's will still be based on the underboard. It's not going to be.
No.
We're going to make all our own custom stuff, and this is some of the things that Martin is working on.
Correct.
And it's going to come out in 2 versions. One version where you're getting basically a custom, probably fancy material deck.
Yeah.
Beautifully designed, very high quality. And another version where you're basically getting the foundation, and then you can 3D print your own extensions, your own design, and put it on top of this deck, right?
Yeah. So we stay true to the modularity and openness to the max we can, and yeah, it's just we have to lose the Onda because it's not on the market anymore. It's actually not the best solution. It was a great thing to start off with, but now we need to move on.
Should I buy the spine?
Yeah, as I said, guys, it's a piece of history. How many do we have, Sune?
So we do have some of the boards in stock. I don't think we're planning to buy more of them, but I think we have around 10, 15 decks in stock. We are gladly selling those along with the rest of the spine kit. If people already have the deck, they're of course really willing to, they're freely available to update with the components that we're selling, and those we will not run out of. But the decks, we don't plan to buy more than we actually have already. And I would say, I would recommend buying a spine if you want to be building this cool project for yourself, for transportation, for learning, for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And if you don't have the time or don't want to wait the time for the campaign to launch, for it to end, for the manufacturing, all this, because it is going to take time, right?
Yeah, it will take.
It will be at the end of the year probably the product is coming out, and of course. Yeah, so if you're in a hurry and want to have a cool electric skateboard by the summer, you should go and buy the spine right now.
Alright, that one is done. So yeah, another very interesting question is like, what exactly are we doing right now?
Yeah.
We've touched upon a few things, but what are our main headaches right now? Well, not headaches, just I don't know, priority lists. What's our priority list? Let's start with that.
Well, the problem is you guys running on so many different things in parallel. It's everything from taking care of figuring out where should things be produced, how do we get the right quality levels, prices, what are we doing like in a company, which step by step are we taking, telling the right story for investors, so getting all the materials ready for investors and all this other stuff. It's one part of the business, and it's a needed step, otherwise we will not get where we would like to take the business.
Yeah.
Getting everybody in the team aligned with the vision, with where we're going and how we're going to go there. All of this is also stuff that is going on.
The product itself, we're working very hard on because we're doing these changes.
Technology bits and bytes, software, hardware, science, all kind of stuff in this direction as well. So
it's a lot. It's an abundance of stuff that we're working on, but everything that we do is just make sure that we get closer to this launch of the campaign and closer to getting some funding so that we can grow as a team. We are organically growing. Soon it became that. This is also a big news. We've been congratulating him on social media. I think not that much, but in the blog post for sure, and the entire office knows. But yeah, we need to grow our team. We need to grow in time resources, and for that we need some fundraising. And this is one of the key things that we want to do, and we want to combine it obviously with the launch of the Hyperboard, because that can help us a lot as well.
Sure.
All right, so sorry guys, there's not going to be any editing. I did try to turn off my screensaver, but it still came up because we've been filming already for quite some time. So the last two questions are, what is coming up next? In terms of, people ask it like just like this, right? What is coming up next?
Or
yeah, I think
what is the next thing we're doing? This is the Hyperboard.
It would be the Hyperboard. The Hyperboard is coming next, and
what is it going to be like?
It's gonna be like freaking cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait to write it. We have a prototype 3D printed. I can say that, right? We cannot stand on it as of yet because it's still quite fragile, and we're just working around how things are fitting in.
Mostly design phase still.
Yes. But yeah, it's gonna be just yeah, we're working on some cool suspension thing, and we're working on some cool other features, and I cannot tell you too much. What I can tell you is that we're going to try to make the code, the source code, more accessible for development. So we're going to try to make it a little bit more modular, so people can actually take it and build on top of it. This is one thing that we're going to ship out soon.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to try to do the new stuff, the version 2 of the makerspace, in a sense, but this is going to come up a little bit later. What other big things are coming on? There's so much we can't. Yeah, the crowdfunding would be the biggest thing.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that one. And finally, how can you guys support us? We've got these questions a lot. It's like people come, and we love that. When people come over and like, how can we help? Or we have some electrical engineers that we're gonna meet up this week and next week.
Actually,
yeah, who just come by and just like, hey guys, if you need some help, and we appreciate it so much. So the way you could help us the most right now is to share the idea of the Hyperboard with as many people as you can, of your friends that you think are going to be interested in that. Ask them to sign up, because this gives us confidence.
Yeah.
This gives us an impression of volume. This helps us out with the manufacturing. It helps us out with the estimating the cost of production and so on. And it just motivates us to the bones. And
yeah. So sign up.
Yeah.
Faraday Motion /now, or just go to
just FaradayMotion.com, and then you're gonna get to the page. Sign up your friends, and then we will let you know when it comes out. And by that you will be doing the hugest support. But also, if you're like a developer and you want to chip in with some advice on how we should structure the code for it to be a little bit more modular, or you want to play around with the design that Martin is doing. As we said, we're very scarce in time.
Designers, engineers, developers, we are looking for everybody who thinks what we're doing is cool, and to want to be engaged in this project somehow. And some of it we will publish online, and some of it not. But if you want to be involved, we can actually get you access to the inner circle and do a lot of cool stuff, because we need more people.
True. So I think this is kind of it. These are the 14 questions that we had. Actually, no, 13, I think.
So to summarize, we've been busy. Crowdfunding coming up, cool products coming up, some cool collaboration tools, some cool SDK and designs and whatever things that are going to be shared with all of you guys.
Yeah.
And hopefully you will see a lot more of us very soon.
True. Guys, we miss you. See you around.
See you around. Have fun, everybody.
See ya.